Next to the already demonstrated rule editor settings, we also give you the option on some date functions. To show you the details, I'm going to create a new lifecycle profile. Give it a name. Specify the profile. Give it a table name. Trigger type scheduled. Relocation direction and everything else will stay unchanged. Within the rule editor section, I'm going to use a column called order date. And we're interested to displace data on a recurrent procedure where the rule editor should specify and use a date function, which is the add days option. And within the add days, you can specify the current UTC timestamp, and we should specify the number of days back to be displaced. In this case, we're interested to displace about 6 years of data, which is about 84 months, and in total somehow close to 2,555 days. Having said that, if we check the syntax, the system will go back and identify on how many records are affected by this selection. Where this rule is type of dynamic, as if you schedule the execution of the lifecycle profile on a frequent manner, the rule will automatically specify your current UTC timestamp and always calculate 7 years back, so that you always get a stable window of data set in your hot store table, and dependent on the frequency of the execution of the lifecycle profile, the rule will transfer on a daily execution only one day of data set from the hot store to the dynamic tiering in this case. So that's a dynamic way to specify the rule editor using the date functions we're providing with the rule editor. Let's save it. Activate the profile. Simulate the execution. Finally, execute the lifecycle profile. The relocation run successfully started, and we need to wait a certain moments before the relocation run finally kicks off. Let's check the logs. Profile get automatically selected. We have got a new ID. The status run is already completed. Let's check the details. So the relocation run got started. It estimated the number of records to be displaced, relocation direction, and so on. And finally, the relocation run completed successfully. Switch back to the lifecycle profile. Update the data distribution overview. You get a nice overview on the number of records being transferred to the dynamic tiering location.